Football league brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cardinals of Chicago. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then
well, the Cardinals bring pressure and they get home. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try again. Ooh, what a move. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. When you look at his defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, it got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ready. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Cardinals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back to throw now on first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And now an audible here into something else.
19 Tiger.
They'll motion the tight end across and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball secure.
Preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
That shit was on like 11. That shit was super loud.
You've got to take care of the rock.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery. As they start first and 10. First down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the back.
They got all these superstars, bro. I don't like that.
I feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be
man.
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Hey, I got this look at TV.
Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted it with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway.
I'm picking your ass now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Come on, Kitchen. Whip it up.
A yard or two deep. Here comes a return.
Ooh, got whacked.
Dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision.
To the Wildcat.
4 yards.
Let's do the wild thing. Man, we gotta face it. Kenneth Walker is our savior now. We lost DK Metcalf. Allen locked in.
See if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. So another incompletion.
Come on.
Fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think
He had
about.
him beat.
A lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Shift him.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Gets past one man, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, come on. This TV whack.
Another one intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers.
He's whack.
And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Oh!
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's into space past the 25. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Stop go 18. Come 19. Come 19. 18. Pioneer. Check.
They'll look to throw.
Ooh.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's it. I like it.
Not hitting him before the ball arrived,
Damn.
and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
Good fucking tackle.
And knocked it free.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it.
Oh, good shit. Come on.
This half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gallis now on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
He's being rested.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Come on.
And he knocks the ball away.
That was garbage.
Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield with the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way.
Well, the Cardinals bring pressure, and they get home. It's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with this.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Rig alert, Dragon 60. 70 Lions. Go.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Hawk 70. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Hey, smash. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, this shit.
Out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Oh, man.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, he got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
Yeah, anything, y'all. Come on.
He does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being told.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Yeah, they work hard for that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to...
Pressure comes again. They get it again.
Man. How does he keep blocking it like that?
Timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
That's cute as fuck.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play.
YouTube had a block kick or something like that. This shit.
It shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the second.
You never was that nigga that block kicks and shit. Now it's like you blocking kicks.
This is
a bullshit.
Chicago.
That's really some bullshit. I don't like that.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the
I'm wondering why you undefeated and shit like that. You done found some new shit.
extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that, Cardinals.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's cool. We're going to still keep striving.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh my God, this quarterback's just trash. He's just
thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Seahawks send out their punter.
That would have been nice. Hey, that would have been nice.
And they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. So he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. looking to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, they are well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Powerful running, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they'll take this back down inside the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below
Ramsey wasn't with it.
In an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, it's Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th. And he works free. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.